now for my next guest because this is a very important topic and one that's very difficult to discuss. And the topic of parents losing children typically gets avoided because who could even discuss this? It's like the world's biggest nightmare if you're one of these parents. I mean, it's just painful to even speak about. But because I am a girl who deals in hope, I am attracted to others who, like me, like to put the light in the dark. So you're going to meet Belle in just a moment. Michelle just finished a book. It's called A Journey of Unconditional Love. It's her story. And she's a parent who has lost a child. So she feels she has license to not only speak to this with heart, but to tell you a story that you can pass on to any parents you know who may have lost a child, because there's some lessons here. And the lessons are about life, not about death. But her story is, it's painful. The book took her a long time to write. Her son passed at 18 years old to a terrible disease called Ewing sarcoma. And somehow this calling in her life is now being fulfilled. Not only did she experience this incredible pain and journey, but she has the qualifications now as a unique set of qualifications. Inspired healer, a practitioner. She's actually the qualifications to help anybody else who might be going through a loss or in the middle of losing somebody, particularly children. So I want to welcome with great heart to her first radio interview, Dr. Belle, better known as Michelle Belle. Hello, Michelle.
Good morning, Debbie. It's such a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Well, I wouldn't have known about you, Michelle, had a fellow girlfriend of ours not contacted me on my Facebook page, the Debbie Nigro Show Facebook page, which I always throw out. If you or somebody you know would like to be considered to be featured, please send me a private message. So I got to you, and I'm very happy I did, because I think this is a hard topic you can speak to with heart. So welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. How many years since your son passed away?
2005, December 29th.
Okay, and the book's just coming out.
So it's been about 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me 11 years to write this book.
Yep, I bet it did. It takes people a long time to deal and to come to terms with the passing of someone they love. I can't imagine the next level of pain with losing a child. So my condolences to you, number one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Why the book now? What is it now? Why now? Why is now the right time?
I believe in, well, there's a few different reasons. I don't know why. I mean, it took me 11 years. I didn't know. It was a journal, and it turned into this beautiful story, this beautiful life story of this boy that left a significant memory with his friends and people that he met.
Yeah.
At 18 years old, even myself, you expect as a parent to be the strength for your child and to raise them and, scraping of the knees, and now, boom, cancer. He was my strength.
Amazing. So you can speak about this now without crying?
Absolutely.
Okay, so now let's talk about Nicky, your son. He got diagnosed at 13 years old with this crazy cancer?
He was hit in the leg at a basketball game and developed Ewing sarcoma. Now, I didn't know, but Ewing sarcoma at times is triggered by an injury.
I did not know. Okay, so he was a sports kid playing, and then this happens, right?
Yes.
Okay. You said that he was very inspirational. I put the trailer for your book on the Debbie Nigro Show Facebook page. It's a YouTube video trailer. He was adorable, your son. Adorable.
His spirit, his aura, his presence was so enlightening to everyone around him. He always cracked a smile, even though he was going through what he's going through. As far as cancer, he didn't ask for pity or concession with his, illness. Nothing.
He kept it going for you.
Did it.
Yep, he kept it going for everybody.
Yeah.
So you write this book, and it's your story, and I'm sure you're sharing it not only to share your story, but you're sharing it for another reason. You said you were trying to show other parents who have lost children or who might be going through something as horrific as you did with losing a child, how to transition anguish into empowerment. Imagine you have a lot to say about that.
Transforming anguish into empowerment, yes, because that's the only way that we can actually survive losing a child, a parent, a sister, a brother, anybody, a husband, a wife, a spouse. It's transitioning that anguish into empowerment. And that is what I do today.
Yeah, you actually are. You went to school, and you got a. Did you go to school after to really get your credentials up, or did you do it before?
Oh no, I've done it in the last 5 years. I've really manifested this healing practitioner. You know what I do? I do destination retreats. I go on site, personalized retreats. I work a lot with teens, and I love it.
I'm looking at you're a member of the Society of Humanistic Psychology. You're with the Hospice Foundation of America. You're a member of the International Metaphysical Practitioners Association. If somebody listening is either losing a child as we speak, or has lost a child, or knows somebody who has, do you actually go to them? They come to you? Do you? I think I read that. I think I read you also.
I go to them.
You go to them.
I go to them.
Okay.
Anywhere. I will hop on a plane. I will go anywhere. I want to embrace their emptiness. I want to hold them. I want to touch them. I cannot sit in an office with a tissue box and talk about this. It's embracing another human being.
Would you go to, when you're talking about hospice here, if some family is with a child in hospice, you can be valuable by showing up there?
Absolutely. I love it. I do. I embrace it. I actually have done it through the years, and it's a calling that I have that I never knew that I have, and it's shared in the book.
Yeah. What did you do before this happened, Michelle?
I was a real estate broker.
Really? And now you are officially a destination healing practitioner. This is your business, and if you want to find Michelle, I put all her information up. It's Michelle Belle, drmichellebelle.com. The fact that you can do this over and over for other people, does this affect you every time and bring back your own memories?
No. It helps me heal.
Okay.
It helps me heal.
Okay.
Now, let me piggyback, because it is Wellness Wednesday, and you were talking about eating and the food. And so here's what happened 3 months before Nicky transitioned. I knew how to show him how to live his life. But when you're in this position as a parent, how do you guide them to die?
I can't even imagine.
And I'm sitting there and I'm watching Nicky, and I'm like, what do I do? So I went across the street to Barnes & Noble in Manhattan, and there's actually a grief shelf, bereavement. And so here I see Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, and I picked up about 3 of her books.
Yeah, she's infamous.
And they're making a film on her now.
She was one of the first.
I don't know who she is.
She was one of the first people to talk about this, right? Death and Dying, was that her book?
Yes.
Yeah, I read it a long time ago because I lost my dad at 23. I was an early, educated about death. So Diane Gray, the president of the Elizabeth Kubler-Ross Foundation, has actually done the foreword for your book. That was big to get that done. Congratulations.
Thank you. And her son, not Diane's son, but later on I found out Diane also lost a son in 2005. The serendipity of this whole story, of this whole book written, is very powerful. That's where the life lessons come in. We believe in these things that are happening, the Dove story, everything.
Well, you want to give one piece of advice to any parent might be listening that you learned from that bookshelf that day when you didn't know what to say? I mean, is there something that comes to mind right now, particularly?
Well, living in the now, living in the moment, living in the very moment of what's taking place is really important. Being mindful of what's taking place, because right now, as with Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, her 5 stages of grief helped me create the 7 stages of grief alignment, which is called embrace. And, embrace, emotional journaling, meditate, be present, rejuvenate, awaken, connect, and eat healthy.
Okay, very important. Do you share in your book the words or some words that a parent or a family member should be using in the last phase of saying last words to a child who's, as you say, transitioning? Do you share that in your book?
What word?
No, any word.
Dying?
No, I mean words that a parent or siblings or people who love the young person who is about to pass, do you share advice on what are the words you're supposed to say to that person?
Well, there's nothing that you can say when this is going on. You have to embrace the moment, embrace, and just be present and be there for them. They know what's going on. When we transition, we know what's going on. We know where we're going.
Well, I'll tell you, this is a heavy topic, but you're doing it in a way that's so healthy that it needs to be discussed, because I noticed that once people don't know what to say, okay? So let's go there for just a second. What would be something kind and appropriate to say to a human adult who has lost a child from the outside in? What are the right words?
At the moment when this is taking place, or when they're transitioning, because a lot of parents don't have that chance to do so.
Yeah, but I'm saying I meet you and I don't know you, and I've heard you've lost a child, and what is the right phrase for me to say to you that's not stupid, that's appropriate? What do I say to you? I'm so sorry for your loss. What do I say?
Well, there you go. There's many different things not to say, but what I would say is that my heart is with your heart.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
I feel your pain. I feel it. I embrace it. Allow me to hug you, because energy is very important.
Interesting, Michelle. So now you've got this book. It's just coming out, right? You've wrote the story, A Journey of Unconditional Love, and it's giving a voice to parents, loved ones, and those who relate to grief, death, and dying. This understandably avoided topic, if you will. And what you're hoping to do is, if I understand it, is help other people find some peace, some hope, and some purpose in the face of this very devastating life event. Do I have that right?
You have it absolutely correct, Debbie. And as I said before, Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, she helped me transition my son. If it wasn't for her works and written words, I wouldn't be able to do it. So here I am, now 11 years later, writing this book in the hopes that it will heal another that is empty within. That is my purpose.
Awesome. I think it's time, very brave that you got to it. I know it took 11 years, but boy, it could have taken 20 and then we wouldn't be talking, so.
I am so excited. My first book signing is going to be at Barnes & Noble this Saturday in Yonkers.
Yonkers, New York, because we're in the tri-state area.
Yay!
Congratulations, Michelle, on getting this done. And anybody who's out there, parent, friend, sister, brother, anybody who might be going through the stages of grief, which includes the time before a death even occurs, may want to just go say hello to Michelle, give her a hug, buy her book, and learn how to get through this difficult and devastating life event. But with love and light. And again, this has been a message today about life, not death, a powerful message from Michelle Belle for parents who have lost a child. Thank you, Michelle. My heart to your heart.
Thank you, Debbie.
Have a good day. Good luck at that book signing.